It's just that at the end of the day, I never thought hip hop was dead. I always felt like a lot of people was just coming out and saying it was dead because they wasn't really looking for hip hop. It was like you got a lot of people out there right now. I see the videos on YouTube and I hear the songs on the MySpace, and it's like people not being themselves, and that would convince you to think hip hop is dead. But hip hop never died, man. It's just a lot of people posing, faking, and that's the problem. If you really take the time to look at the videos, you'll realize that they all look the same. You see, it's a dude, he come out and, he talking about how fresh he is, he fly, he got all these clothes, all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to buy into that, as a fan. I look at it like that's not my lifestyle. I find it hard to come out and try to sell you, those dreams that aren't even my dreams. I don't see hip hop as being something you could just come out and fake. You can't do that. The problem with hip hop is that it lacks the exposure for the artists who aren't getting on the radio and getting into the videos. You know what I'm saying? There are artists who are like me, some even more talented than I am, who come out and they speak their mind and they spit from the heart. And I mean, people not trying to hear that. People want to hear that bubblegum rap. And there are people that'll cater to you. There are people that'll give you just that. You as a fan, you have to decide, what you want to hear. And right now, ain't nobody really saying nothing. So you got a bunch of whack videos with a bunch of whack artists talking about rims and watches and clothes and hoes, stuff they not doing. I truly believe that there are a lot of great artists out there who just haven't been discovered, and they're not going to be discovered because they don't have the same facilities that some of the other artists have. They don't have the best studios. I work out of a home studio. It's not bad, but it's not the best studio ever. And the fans right now, some of them are just like 3-year-olds saying they want to eat cake and ice cream all the time. You know what I'm saying? They don't see the consequences of it. And what I mean by that analogy is that we all understand life is hard, nothing comes easy. So they'd rather hear about these, fantasies that the rappers are living through, and they'd rather hear those songs rather than to hear something that's more uplifting, inspirational, that more conscious stuff. Because I know what's on the radio. I don't even listen to it anymore for that reason, And since there's no one to come by and say to those 3-year-olds with that mind frame, hey, that's not good for you, you're going to get sick of that. People just keep listening to it. I honestly don't feel like the game needs saving. I think what the game needs is just more honest artists being themselves and the fans to support them. Right now I'm looking like Brussels sprouts in hip hop. A lot of people know my name, but everybody done heard these stories, these, folklores about me, and nobody really want to mess with me. You hear I'm good for you, but you like, oh, well, he's not this guy over here. He's not rapping about this, that, and the third, so I can't get behind it. All I'm saying is that I find it difficult to try to just sell you a story if that's not me. I'm not going to come out and talk about, how many hoes I'm getting and drugs I'm selling and rims and I'm throwing money around making it rain if that's not me. If that's you, that's fine. If that's really what you do, I just understand that I can listen to some of this music and just know I'm like, man, that's not what's going on. And that's not what the people need to hear. I can't give them what they want right now. I gotta give them what they need, and that's why I do what I do. That's how I sleep at night. I'm happy just being myself. What the game needs is more artists just being themselves, more creativity, so that you don't have to keep seeing the same formula in the videos. Some chick come out and grind on somebody. They go shoot it in a hood location. He would say some real fly shit, and some car with some rims on it. You just need more creativity, more inspiration, and you're not gonna find that on TV. If you don't have that creativity in you, then your video gonna stall. Well, it probably won't stall because there are people out there who are adults who had a mind frame of 3-year-olds, like the cake and ice cream analogy I made, where they want to hear that's what they want to hear, but to the real hip hop fans, it's gonna stall. People are tired of seeing the same old, and I'm just striving to be myself and then try to give you something, not because it's different, but to give it to you because that's me, because that's who I am. So the thing that bothers me the most about people not really listening to my music is that I have some of the same credentials that the guys that they're listening to have. They're like, oh, he's from the hood, I'm from the hood. I just don't dress a certain way, talk a certain way, but I have a similar mind frame. I just took to the hood differently. I took to my surroundings differently. But people are going to listen to what they want to listen to at the end of the day. And if you're not listening to me, it's a choice that you make. It's a choice you'll probably regret, but it is what it is.